Who got rich off the 20-year war in Afghanistan? While millions of Afghans suffered and thousands of American soldiers lost their lives, a handful of people quietly made billions. Remember those heartbreaking scenes from Kabul airport? Chaos, desperation, people clinging to planes trying to escape. But while the world watched in disbelief, one man saw a business opportunity. His name was Eric Prince, the founder of Blackwater. He offered to evacuate people from Kabul, but only if they could pay $6,500 per person. That was the so-called market price he set to profit off human desperation. But this wasn't his first war deal. For 2 decades, Eric Prince and companies like his made a fortune off US military contracts, building what many call the war economy. And he wasn't alone. Let's talk about Robert Stevens, the CEO of Lockheed Martin. Before the war, he made about $2 million a year. But as the war expanded, so did his paycheck, reaching $31 million annually. His company received $75 billion in Pentagon contracts in 2020 alone. That's nearly double the entire US State Department's budget that year. Then there's Stephen Orenstein, founder of Supreme Group. He won a contract to supply food to US troops in Afghanistan. Over 6 years, the Pentagon paid him $5.5 billion. Even after being fined $389 million for fraud, he walked away incredibly rich. And finally, the lawmakers themselves. Republican Congressman Kevin Hern owns over $1 million in defense stocks, including $880,000 in Honeywell. Senator Gary Peters, who sits on the Armed Services Committee, owns stock in Raytheon, another major weapons contractor. And yet, he voted to increase defense spending by $24 billion, more than even the president requested. So while America claimed it was fighting for freedom, politicians and corporations were cashing in. The Pentagon spent $14 trillion on the war, and almost $5 trillion of that went to private contractors. After 20 years, Afghanistan ended up almost exactly where it started. But for a select few, the war turned into the deal of a lifetime. Do you think the war on terror was really about security, or was it just about profit? Drop your thoughts below.